Hello and welcome to the substitute video for today. The Pignite video is not quite ready yet, so instead we are looking at the Ash's Pignite page. We did this yesterday for Tepig, we're gonna do it again. So we'll go through all of this info box again, and then we'll do the opening paragraph, and then we'll skip down to information about Pignite. So Ash's Pignite is what it looks like. Debuted in the Battle Club and Tepig's Choice. Caught at Accumula Town by Ash. Evolves in Evolution by Fire. Gender male. Ability unknown. Released in prior to the Battle Club and Tepig's Choice. Current location, Professor Oak's Laboratory. Tepig. Pignite. This Pokemon spent 73 episodes as Tepig. Voice actor as Tepig in Pignite in Japanese is Wasabi Mitsuda, and in English it's Mark Thompson. Ash's Pignite was the third Pokemon that Ash obtained in the Unova region, and his 37th overall. We read this paragraph yesterday, but we'll do it again. Despite Snivy's encouragement when faced with battling his estranged trainer, he froze up and was unable to launch any attacks. Though Tepig had thought that abandoning him was tough for Seamus, he was crushed when Seamus revealed he was relieved to get rid of him. However, after watching his friend Snivy take two powerful hits when she was distracted by encouraging him further, Tepig finally hit both his opponents with a powerful flame charge. However, he made no attempt to dodge the next attack, and Snivy sacrificed herself to protect him. Motivated by the lengths his friends would go through for him, he evolved into Pignite. Pignite learned Fire Pledge with his new power and won with a final flame charge attack. Seamus talked to Pignite after the battle, saying he was impressed with his new power and asked him to rejoin the team. Pignite refused, scorching his previous trainer's face with a flamethrower and sending him angrily running away, with Seamus upon evolution. In Caution, icy battle conditions, Pignite battled Bryson's Cryogonal. The match started with Pignite's flame charge being blocked by Reflect and his flamethrower being deflected by Rapid Spin, dealing damage to Pignite as well, making Pignite unable to hit the speedy Cryogonal. After enduring Cryogonal's Frost Breath, Pignite landed a direct hit with Fire Pledge, hitting Cryogonal's Rapid Spin in the center and knocking it out. Pignite next went up against Bryson's Beartick, where his Flame Charge was stopped by Beartick's Brine Attack, which was super effective. Pignite then took out a powerful Icicle Crash attack, and then an unavoidable Aerial Ace attack, the latter of which was also super effective. In Rocking the Verbank Gym Part 2, Ash sent out his Pignite as his fourth Pokemon during his gym battle with Roxy, facing her Scolipede. Despite her part Bug-type Pokemon being at a type disadvantage against Fire types, Roxy stood calm. Pignite started trying a Flame Charge, which was blocked by Scolipede's Screech. The Mega P Pokemon next attacked with Sludge Bomb, which was blocked by Pignite's Flamethrower, causing a big explosion and a cloud of smoke. Using the smoke to his advantage, Ash had Pignite use another Flame Charge, hitting Scolipede and dealing a lot of damage. As Pignite tried to finish the match with another Flamethrower, Scolipede dodged and used Toxic on Pignite, badly poisoning him. However, Pignite was able to go on and unleash a Fire Pledge on Scolipede, defeating it. Roxy then gave Pignite a Pecha Berry, curing him of the poison before sending out her strongest Pokemon, Garbodor. The Trash Heap Pokemon was able to use its extendable arms to dodge Pignite's Flame Charge before hitting the Fire Pig Pokemon with Double Slap and doing the same again to dodge a Flamethrower. Pignite then used Tackle on Garbodor's arm, causing it to fall over. Pignite was about to use Fire Pledge, but Garbodor extended its arm under his hand, preventing him from using the move, grabbing him and tossing him to the floor. After getting hit by a few double slaps, Pignite was finally able to unleash his Fire Pledge attack, but Garbodor countered with a Hyper Beam, which went right through Fire Pledge and hit Pignite, knocking him out. In Ash, Iris, and Trip, then there were three. Pignite battled Trip Superior in the Pokemon World Tournament Junior Cup Finals. Pignite battled hard, had a type advantage, and managed to dodge many of his opponent's attacks, as well as using Flame Charge several times to boost his speed. Regardless, Superior remained too fast for the Fire Pig Pokemon and dodged every single one of his own attacks. After taking a direct hit from Solar Beam, he finally tired out and was finished off with a powerful Frenzy Plant attack. Pignite facing off against Trip's Superior. In Cameron's Secret Weapon, Pignite was the third Pokemon Ash used in his Virtus Conference battle against Cameron, sending him out against his Hydreigon, which had already defeated Boldor and Oshawott. Pignite started the battle with his new Brick Break attack, which was super effective against the Dark/Dragon type Pokemon. Hydreigon countered by attacking with Dragon Pulse, which scored a direct hit. After narrowly dodging Pignite's Flamethrower, the brutal Pokemon scored a pair of powerful hits with a Tri-Attack and a Dragon Rush. Despite of this, Pignite was still able to fight back and served his own pair of powerful strikes with Brick Break and Flame Charge, before dodging Hydreigon's double-hit counterattack. Next, Pignite used Flame Pledge, forcing Hydreigon to take flight in order to avoid it, allowing him to land a direct hit on it with a flamethrower. Ash then commanded Pignite to serve the finishing blow on his weakened opponent with Brick Break. Although Hydreigon tried to counter with a double hit, Pignite easily avoided it and served the super effective strike on the brutal Pokemon, finishing it off. Cameron's next Pokemon was Ferrothorn. After avoiding Ferrothorn's Metal Claw, Pignite was hit by a pin missile. Despite the fact that Pignite was starting to get weak, he was still able to fire a super effective flamethrower on the grass and steel-type Pokemon. Although Ferrothorn tried to attack back with Mirror Shot, Pignite was easily able to dodge it and strike with Flame Charge, finishing the Thorn Pod Pokemon. Cameron then sent out his third Pokemon, Samurott. Pignite stood no chance against the formidable Pokemon, which first countered the Fire Pig's Pokemon's Flamethrower with a super effective Hydro Cannon, and then knocked him out with an equally powerful Aqua Jet. He was sent out to battle Barrett's Magnezone in secrets from out of the fog. Despite having type advantage, Pignite was soon defeated by a Magnet Bomb attack that also rebounded Pansage's Bullet Seed attack at him. It was soon discovered in the next episode that one of Pansage's Bullet Seed pellets had been lodged up his nose as a result, and was preventing him from using his flamethrower attack. After Ash had Charizard throw Pignite around to shake it out to no avail, Iris tickled Pignite's nose with some grass and he sneezed it out. Pignite and Charizard. Later, in Team Plasma and the Awakening Ceremony, Pignite was sent out alongside the rest of Ash's team to help Ash and N dig up to the surface of the White Ruins. While battling Team Plasma again, Pignite became very concerned for Charizard, who had endured several Shadow Ball attacks, and came to its rescue by stopping the Lipard's attacks with Flamethrower. The two then launched an incredibly powerful double Flamethrower at Team Plasma's Pokemon. However, when Colress turned his mind control machine on them, Pignite was quickly recalled to his Pokeball along with Ash's other Pokemon. Decolore Islands. In the Pirates of Decolore, Pignite accompanied the gang to the hideout of a quartet of pirate Pokemon. When the quartet revealed that they were all abandoned by their former trainers, Pignite attempted to sympathize with them, recalling his troubled past with Seamus. Pignite later joined Snivy in a tag battle against pirates Croconaw and Azumarill, of which the former team won. In The Journalist from Another Region, he participated in the Pokemon Sumo Tournament of Harvest Island's Grand Harvest Festival. Pignite managed to get to the finals by beating a Watchog rather easily with a push, a Slacking winning by default as the lazy Pokemon was sleeping, and a Rhyperior. He and Ash then faced Rodney and his Golurk. He defeated the Golurk when it launched itself towards Pignite, giving him the power to throw the automaton Pokemon over his head and out of the ring, winning the tournament and a year's supply of fruit as a prize, as well as a focus band, which Ash proudly gave Pignite to wear. Pignite and Ash, after winning the Pokemon Sumo Tournament, Pignite was reunited with the entire Unova team at Professor Oak's laboratory in The Dream Continues. He joined the others in a group attack on Team Rocket with his flamethrower to send them blasting off for the last time in Pokemon the series Black and White. Pignite later posed in a group photo with the rest of Ash's Pokemon. Then he was left at the lab when Ash sent off for the Kalos region. Pokemon Journeys, the series, in Advice to Go, Pignite reunited with Ash during his visit to Professor Oak's laboratory with Go. Sometime before, Pignite had battled against Ash's Infernape before he had left the lab to battle Moltres. Pignite, along with the rest of Ash's Pokemon at the lab, reunited with Ash and friends, rivals. Lend me your spirit. During the visit, he helped train Ash's Gengar to learn Will-O-Wisp, and later watched the battle between Ash and Paul. Before Ash left, he posed with the rest of Ash's Pokemon in a group photo with him. Pignite with Ash's fire types and Gengar. From battling as hard as stone onwards, Pignite watched Ash's Masters 8 tournament matches against Steven, Cynthia, and Leon. In Partners in Time, Pignite appeared as a vision to Pikachu during his battle against Leon's Charizard. Pignite encouraging Pikachu in a vision. In Heroes Unite, Pignite, along with the rest of the Pokemon at the lab, welcomed Ash back to Pallet Town after his victory over Leon. In the Rainbow and the Pokemon Master, Pignite assisted Ash in looking for a missing Charmander around Oak's lab, but to no avail. Personality and characteristics, we're gonna jump down to the third paragraph here. Ultimately, Tepig's fears were finally extinguished after evolving and confronting his former trainer with Ash's steadfast support. Having successfully overcome his past, his attitude changed significantly as a Pignite, becoming far more relaxed and easygoing. Even after suffering losses, Pignite no longer became depressed and took his losses in stride. Pignite's self-confidence also improved to the point of being quite proud of his own power and getting annoyed whenever his abilities were either doubted or insulted. Pignite and Ash. Pignite's rivalry with Oshawott. During the period that Ash's Charizard was with Ash in Unova, Pignite appeared to look up to the experienced Pokemon. When Charizard was taking attacks from Pokemon controlled by Team Plasma, Pignite showed concern and came to help in the battle. Before that, Charizard tried to help Pignite during Meowth, Colress, and Team Rivalry when his Black Nose was preventing him from using Flamethrower. Since being left at Professor Oak's lab, Pignite became friends with Ash's other fire types. Moves used, using Fire Pledge. Ember, first used in the Battle Club and Tepig's Choice. Tackle, Triple Leaders, Team Threats. Flame Charge, rematch at the Necrene Gym, Flamethrower, Battle for the Underground, Fire Pledge, Evolution by Fire, and Brick Break, Cameron's secret weapon. Moves improvised. Here's the picture. First used in The Dream Continues. Moves involved: Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Leaf Storm, Hydro Pump, Air Cutter, Focus Blast, Energy Ball, Flash Cannon, Mudshot, and Stone Edge. Partnered with Ash's rotation for Pokemon, the series, Black and White. Description: Pignite combines his Flamethrower with another one from Charizard, Crocodile's Stone Edge, Snivy's Leaf Storm, Oshawott's Hydro Pump, Unpheasant's Air Cutter, Scraggy's Focus Blast, Leavanny's Energy Ball, Voldore's Flash Cannon, Palpitoad's Mudshot, and Pikachu's Thunderbolt to create a gigantic blast of energy. This was used to defend Professor Oak's laboratory from Team Rocket. Artwork, poster for Pokemon to be a Pokemon Master. There's Pignite. In the manga, movie adaptations. As Tepig evolved into Pignite in the animated series, he reappeared as Pignite in Kyurem vs. the Sword of Justice. He also reappeared in Genesect and The Legend Awakened. Pignite in the manga. Pokemon Journeys, Pignite appeared in Advice to Go at Professor Oak's laboratory. Pignite in Pokemon Journeys. There it is. Trivia. Tepig's evolution into Pignite was first revealed in the Japanese ending 7-colored arch. Pignite is the first fire-type Ash owned that didn't know Flamethrower when caught. Pignite is Ash's only Unova first partner Pokemon to evolve. Pignite is the only Pokemon in Pokemon the series to have used the move Fire Pledge. Out of all the Pokemon that were obtained and evolved during the course of Pokemon the series, Black and White, Tepig took the longest to evolve at 73 episodes. References, related articles, to the Ash's current Pokemon, I guess. That's it. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about Emboar. I won't be streaming tonight, as I've already checked, and I don't need to get a Slowpoke. Bye!